I was a respected scientist. I developed a technology that repaired damaged DNA and slowed the process of aging. It won me countless accolades. However, I watched as my discovery was given to those who could afford it, and for those who couldn't, pass away. I felt like I had to do more, so I tried again. We created a particle accelerator, a machine that used electromagnetic fields to propel charged particles toward each other at high speeds. We need to go faster.
We should stop and study the data.
I didn't listen, and I continued my experiments. The particles started behaving in ways I'd never seen before. It was thrilling. One day, it happened. We discovered the mass-giving field and introduced a new particle that never existed into our universe, the God particle.
Jim, I looked over the data. With every new particle we've introduced, it creates a reverberation we can't quantify.
What?
It's changing the trajectory of our universe. Our reality changes slightly, but over time, it leads to larger changes in the future.
Show me the data.
It's all here. We're not on the same path we originally started on. With each new particle, there's a slight change in our reality that causes a ripple effect throughout the entire universe that we can't measure. Good or bad, I can't say, but we've changed the course of humanity.
This is ridiculous. We make decisions that affect the course of humanity every day. It's free will.
This isn't about free will. These are new particles that never existed in the first place, that shouldn't have existed, but now...
We need to destroy everything.
We have to report our findings.
In today's news, scientists at CERN report they've discovered how to recreate the Higgs boson, also known as the God particle, the particle that gives most particles their mass. This thrilling new discovery happened on July 4th, 2012. Scientists say the particle was short-lived. It decayed in a matter of seconds, but the implications will reverberate throughout the science community for centuries to come. In other news, do you remember Mr. Monopoly wearing a monocle? Do you remember the Berenstain Bears? Well, it's really the Berenstain Bears. Many people are experiencing the same phenomenon of false memories, coining the phrase the Mandela effect, based on a large number of people claiming they remember Nelson Mandela passing away in a prison in the 80s. More on that story.
We weren't completely honest, but we did the right thing, didn't we? How could a tiny particle cause so much trouble?
Jim, have you heard of the butterfly effect?
Of course. The idea that small things affect larger, more complex systems. A butterfly flaps its wings. The wind from its wings causes a tornado on the other side of the world.
What if the butterfly never existed? What if we completely removed the butterfly altogether and replaced it with something different?
What do you mean?
We don't know where the particles are coming from. If I had to guess, possibly a parallel dimension. One particle from our universe is being replaced by one from another.
Is that possible?
I don't know. It's a theory, but...
Where's the proof?
It's the false memories. People are remembering things from our original trajectory, while the new, or parallel universe is coming through.
That's a bit of a stretch, don't you think?
I thought the same thing. Only, I found an old TV guide in my childhood home. Look, the Berenstain Bears. Like the reporter said.
Maggie, with all due respect.
Don't do that, Jim. Don't be dismissive. I'm not crazy. It's true. We've done something that we don't understand. You're just too proud to admit it.
She was right. I had no idea how much damage my meddling had caused. I had a meeting with one of my benefactors, and in a moment of weakness, I told him everything. I thought he would be furious, but he saw a silver lining to our discovery. Sure, the technology's rudimentary now, but you and your team will get the hang of it. And when you do, I'll be there. It's unethical. Doctor, I pay for your experiments, not your moral opinion. Besides, aren't you curious? If you continue down this path, you could help humanity. What if we could change the past? Stop wars. Avoid a famine. This is your dream, isn't it?
Jim, you need to see this.
This can't be right.
Have you ever heard of entelechy?
No.
It was used by Aristotle. It means that which realizes or makes actual what is otherwise merely potential. Remember how each particle replaces one from our universe with one from another. Let's say you plant a seed. The seed eventually grows into a tree. But the magic is in the growth. What causes the seed to transform into a tree? There's a hidden intelligence, a power that takes it from a seed to a fully formed tree. In this case, we don't know what the seed will grow into, and we don't know or understand the intelligence that's guiding it.
There was something spooky about her theory. Something that made the hair on the back of my neck stand. Something told me it was the truth.
Jim, I'm telling you this because I isolated the new particles for observation. And the first one that came through
That's incredible.
it seems to have the ability to alter its surroundings with its mind.
This is what's been changing the trajectory of the universe? I was stunned. It seemed to have a self-awareness only present in sentient beings. We named him Percy. Against my better judgment, I took him out of his box. As soon as I made contact with him, there was a tear in the fabric of reality. We fell into a world I'd never seen before. There were so many lights. One light connected to another through a series of webs. One thought, idea, or motion affected another part of the web. It was alive. Each light worked with another to create endless possibilities, but not just in our universe, but others as well.
I use light to create, heal, and transform. You are connected to all things. You are not separate. I created this world. If you continue, you will introduce a particle that will be responsible for a black hole that will consume your universe. You have seen behind the veil. Now you understand. Do with that what you will.
I was back in the lab, only it was different. I was different.
Dr. Halley?
Dr. Khan? You're alive? Where's Maggie?
Maggie? There's no Maggie.
Where's Percy?
Percy? Dr. Halley, are you okay?
What day is it?
It's July 3rd, 1980.
I was back in time, before the particle was ever created, before the collider.
Did you still want me to submit the plans for the collider to Mr. Miller?
With the wisdom I was given, was I about to repeat history? Would you? Wait. If you like this content, please like and subscribe.